YouTube channel. My name is saying, and welcome to the show for today. If you're an already subscriber, kudos. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing and thank you for joining us. So today we'll be discussing mainly about the future of Nigerian education, the future of higher education in Nigeria, and I'll be joined by four amazing guys, four amazing sets of people. So let's try to connect them now. Hi, I'm welcoming you, every one of you, to this platform. Thank you so much for turning up, guys. At the very short time, I really do appreciate you turning up. So we're joined by Damilare. Damilare is a poet, critic, and a creative writer, a third-year student of Nigerian University. He's studying English and Literary Studies. Then I'm also joined by Precious. Precious is a word poet and a student at Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. Then I'm joined by Samson. Samson is a word poet, a voiceover artist, and also as a student at Obafemi Awolowo University. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. I really do appreciate you. So, please, can you still hear me?
Oh, yes, quite all right. I can hear you now.
All right, thank you so much for that. Okay. Please, once you are not talking, trying to tap on your mic to mute yourself, because I'll be hearing myself once you are not muting yourself. Okay, so now we begin with, I'm sure I've shared the topic with you guys, what we'll be discussing on today, and we'll be talking basically on the future of higher education in Nigeria, what we see, where you see higher education in Nigeria in the future. That's what we'll be talking about basically. So just I'm going to be trying to I'm going to be opening some things to you guys for you to learn about where we are and to give me answers to where really we are going in this nation. So please, I'm sure everybody can can hear me. Just please, let's listen attentively. Thank you so much, guys. I'm sure you guys are all aware of the current ASU strike going on. ASU strike, and on Monday, SANU and one other university organization joined the strike that ASU is on, and it's basically because they have unpaid money. The federal government, they have unpaid salaries, so much of it. So I've just tried to open your eyes to something. Now, ASU strike is cleaner education. That's a statement made by Sunday Achefon. That's the NAS president. Then, ASU strike will soon be truncated. That was the promise Chris Ngige made at the last meeting with ASU. Then ASU later came out and said they won't be participating in any renegotiation with the federal government. Now, let me tell you something. The thing is, ASU has spent, in the last 6 years, ASU has spent 1 out of every 4 days on strike. That means out of every 4 days in the last 6 years, one of it has been spent on strike. That's to tell you that the strike is really eating deep into the education system of Nigeria. It's eating so deep into the education system of Nigeria. So the last few weeks, as you all know, it's been heavy on the education sector of Nigeria. It's a fight between two elephants with the grass, with the students to suffer for it. But now we are here to try to raise up some solutions to it, because we can't just keep going like this. It's almost 2 months now. ASU embarked on a rollover strike from December 2020 to February 14, 2022, when it accused the government of failing to deliver on agreements that led to the suspension of the strike in 2020. Now, what was their demand? Their demand was the renegotiation of federal government ASU agreement of 2009 and the sustainability of university autonomy by deploying the university transparency and accountability solution to replace the government. I'm sure you guys either one way or the other. You have seen the current state of the buildings in our universities. They are so uncalled for. The way our lecture theaters and everything look like is so uncalled for. It's not something. It's not a conducive learning environment. That's just it. That's just the way to put it. We have poor. There is poor funding state of our universities, and the promotion of areas are crazy in our universities today. So that's the demand of us to basically the renovation of our university, revitalization of universities, and the payment of unpaid areas. I mean, it's their right at the end of the day. So that's their demand at the end of the day. So when ASU came out to declare the strike, we have different type of people begging them to call up the strike. We have President Muhammadu Buhari also begged them to call up the strike. He begged them. The NEC also begged them. That's the Nigerian Inter-Religion Council. They begged ASU to call off the strike too. NEC begged them. ASU did, and so many other people too. They begged them to, call off the strike, but then ASU refused to call off the strike. So now the question I'm asking you is, I'm Samson. Are you still there? Okay. So now, in your own opinion, who is to blame for this ongoing ASU strike? Who do you think should be blamed for this strike? In your own opinion, Samson.
Now, I think both parties have, the federal government has a part,
Okay.
and then also the ASU has its own part also.
Okay.
Now, why am I saying the federal government has its part, right?
Okay.
So now, in as much as the president came out to beg them,
All right.
I can't remember the full details, but sometimes early this month or late last month, the federal government of Nigeria give out money to a particular country.
Okay.
Now,
that was Afghanistan. That was Afghanistan.
We are not interested in our own welfare.
Okay.
Because in as much as I think these people they are fighting for their rights.
All right.
What they're asking for is their right, and they actually need to give them their right.
Okay.
Now, if you are depriving these people of their rights, then they have no other option than to go on strike.
All right.
And majorly, maybe because some of the children of politicians in this country do not school in this country,
okay,
which almost everybody would say every time. But
okay,
I actually think that in as much as if the educational sector in Nigeria is not really up to what it used to be in the old days,
okay,
and I think we should actually more or less invest more in our education. Our budgets for years, yearly budgets, the nation's yearly budget should actually include the education, and then there has to be a larger percentage.
Okay.
Because if the country is raising illiterates, how do you expect them to actually if we are raising people that are really not up to the standard or up to world standard, how do you expect us to function?
All right.
Two, why am I saying us is also at fault? I'm saying us is also at fault by the fact that at the end of the day, you guys are fighting for your rights, very fine. But at the end of the day, even the ones that you guys are on strike for, they will actually still pay you for the strike.
Okay. So
it seems more, I think more of the fault lies on the federal government.
Okay.
But to a certain point also, there's a little bit, ASU also has a part to play if I'm correct.
Okay.
So that's just what I feel.
Okay. Oh, thank you for that. Let me read something to your ears. That was the reaction. That was the result of the meeting. The CAN president, they had their first quarter meeting yesterday at Abuja here. So let me tell you what he said at the meeting. He said, "For me, I am not pleased enough with ASU because they were impatient. I'm the chairman and others. I'm the chairman and others went to meet with them. I'm sure that should be the chairman. Instead of them to be patient with us to know how to get to the government to commit itself, they went ahead with the strike again while our intervention was going on. To me, that was not disrespectful enough. That was the reason we left them. But for how long shall we continue to allow the impasse between ASU and the government to continue? Our children are the ones suffering from this, and the future, because of our children, because our children is the future God has given to us. How can they be playing with the future of these children like this? That was what the NEC president, that was what CAN president said at their first quarter meeting yesterday at Abuja. Then yesterday, that same yesterday, Monday, March 28th, ASU's president Emmanuel Shodeke replied to the CAN president in a meeting with Sponge. He said, NEC withdrew from negotiation the moment we started the strike. Should they have done so? We accorded them enough respect last year when they pleaded with us not to go on strike. We did not get angry because nothing was done, despite all the moves for negotiation. The comments about we regarding their advice was not necessary because we respected you, followed your advice, and did not embark on any form of strike in 2021. When we saw that nothing was done, we did the needful. So what was the disrespect in that? That was what Emmanuel Shodeke said yesterday. So, Precious, let me try to get your opinion on this. What really do you think is going on? Who should be blamed for this ongoing strike?
I feel that I was actually on the stand before that the actual lecturers or whatever were to blame and all because saying that they were always embarking on strikes and
Okay.
there was nothing whatever that was coming from it. So I felt before that they should not continue embarking on the strike because as they knew it also,
Okay.
it is affecting the students more.
Okay.
Because, yes, fine, Samson already said the fact that some of these politicians or whatever, their parents, their children are not here. So
Okay.
it is more of the masses that are being affected by this.
Okay.
Now, when they are saying that it is a disrespect or whatever that they went ahead with the strike, to me, it is not a disrespect because they already said negotiation are taking place.
Okay.
But the federal government or whatever, they withdrew from negotiation
All
and
right.
did not even get back to them. That
Okay.
was when they went ahead with the strike action.
Okay.
So I feel they are justified
All
because
right.
if they had not negotiated with them, if they had come to an agreement, if they had said it that okay, this is what we are going to do, we are going to go to the federal government, we are taking it to the house or whatever they are taking it to, and we'll get back to you. I feel these lecturers would have said, okay, they have negotiated with us, let
Okay.
us calm down with them and
Okay.
let's see how things go. But
Okay.
withdrawal from a negotiation is so wrong.
Okay.
And by taking the strike action, they are justified.
All
They did
right.
not do any act of disrespect or whatever. It is
Okay.
now left to the federal government to know how they can right this wrong. Because
Okay.
if they don't right the wrong, these people will still continue to embark on different strikes. They are saying it that it is a one-year strike. And
Okay.
that's, we know we are not dumb people. We know that this one-year strike, if it is elongated, it will just continue and continue and continue till
All right.
they say they are indefinite encompassing total whatever strike they are going to embark upon. So this reach an agreement and go next step. They should not keep on with the life of these students.
Okay.
That's what I feel.
Okay. Thank you, Precious, for your contribution. So, Precious said that, ASU is justified because the federal government withdrew from the negotiation. Yes, even the meeting with the students, with Minister for Education and the nurse, they are meeting together. I'm sure you all were aware that the Minister for Education actually walked out on the students. He walked out on them, didn't give them any reply, and there was nothing like feedback to the students. So now let's see the reaction of students. Let's see the reaction students have been taking since the beginning of this strike. Let's see the reactions of students. So now during this strike, we have students who have actually embarked on skill acquisition, trying to get something done, get busy, and not just be jobless. And we have University of the Streets. I don't know if we are aware of that, but there's something like that right now that is University of the Streets, and that's students who are, who just don't want the strike to continue. They are ready to do anything. They want to protest. They want to, reach negotiation. They want something to be done about ASUU strike. And I'm sure you were aware of the protest at Taraba State yesterday, where the students blocked the way, the Taraba Jalingo way, expressway. And they started protesting. They filled everywhere with different all manners of things. I'm sure you were aware of that protest yesterday. And for some reason, Damilare, can you still hear me? Now, let me ask you a question. The thing is now, in a way, do you feel like this ASU strike is a threat to Nigerian security? Do you feel the strike is a threat to Nigerian security?
Obviously, it's a threat to Nigerian security.
Okay.
We've been in school on its own, record several killings and banditry. Our parents from different angles keep warning us about working late at night and be careful of friends to keep. Not
Okay.
talk of the situation where you have people sitting at home,
Okay.
jobless, not
Okay.
engage them, nothing to keep them busy.
All right.
Where they get to meet friends that they are long gone, that they have something for quite a while now, that are also producing them a gain.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, I do understand you. So you're saying that you are saying an idle hand is the devil's workshop. That
Security.
Oh,
Security currency.
okay.
If anything is not one of that,
Okay, so you are saying that an idle hand actually is the devil's workshop. That the fact that we the students we are sitting at home is enough excuse to to threaten the nation's security, and because we are not going anywhere, everybody's just idle. There's laxity. Everybody's just sitting at home. So that's what they are saying, that ASU strike is a threat to the nation's security. But then do you feel that the demand of ASU is really reasonable? Let me read their demands to your ears. I said to you that they demand that revitalization and renovation of our universities all around the nation, and the payment of unpaid arrears. And I'm sure you saw something about them demanding about 1.3 trillion naira for everything that needs to be done. I'm sure you heard that. Samson, what do you have to say about that? Do you feel that the demand of ASU is really, really reasonable? What do you have to say about it? Can you hear us?
um,
Yes?
okay, yeah,
Yes, I said, do you feel the
now,
demand of
I
ASU
think to a
is
certain point,
okay?
yeah, I can hear you. To a certain point, their demands are actually reasonable.
Okay.
Now, the unpaid arrears and everything.
All right.
Now, I have a doubt if the Nigerian government will be able to pay that amount
Of money.
once.
Okay.
I feel the Nigerian government can actually break it down and possibly give them the arrears.
Okay.
Now, the renovation of all federal universities or Nigerian universities, I think it can be done. But
Okay.
they would actually have to give them time.
All right.
These are the two stuff I caught because the network wasn't really well.
Okay.
So it can happen, but they would actually have to give the Nigerian government time.
Time.
But one of
Okay.
the things is this: is that one of the fears of we Nigerians is the government trustworthy. They
Okay.
will tell us they will do it, and at the end of the day, they won't do it.
All right.
So are they going
Yes.
to be accountable? Those are the things that I think we should also even if they promise, those are the things we would also be looking at that. Are these people really, really, really going to do this?
Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you very much for that. I got what you said, that their demands are really reasonable to some extent, but then their arrears is not something the federal government can cover at once, because as we have now, we have debts. We have lots of debts on our neck as a nation. Like, we literally keep borrowing money from China, from every source, every source we can borrow money from right now, just to fund our country. So we have a lot of debt in our neck. But you said that ASU should be patient with the Nigerian government, and I'm sure you are aware of that 6 week ultimatum that what should I call it, ultimatum now, that the minister for labor, he said ASU should give them 6 weeks to get back to them, actually, that they need 6 weeks to go and discuss everything up. But now I think now is it more than 6 weeks? Okay, we are in the 6th week now. So we watch what will happen at the end of this week. We watch the feedback they will actually get to ASU at the end of this week. But then at the end of the day, do you feel like this strike is political? Because 2023 election is almost there. Next year, 2023 election, we have election campaigns are going on, manifestos and everything. Do you feel that to some extent the strike is political? Okay, I think we're having a bit of network issue, but then I'm sure they will join in sooner or later. Did you hear my last question, guys? I said, do you feel that this strike is a form of political strategy? I mean, we have 2023 election almost here. The atmosphere is looking more like more of election atmosphere. Campaigns and protests, campaigns and manifestos are just flying around. Do you feel that this ongoing strike, this current strike, is a form of political strategy? Something, can I hear your thoughts on that?
I really can't say it's more of a political strategy. But
Okay.
one thing I would say is this: even if the people in power,
Okay.
the government in power, if they are looking towards bringing up a successor, and
Okay.
if they can actually give as to what they demand, what they are demanding right now,
Okay.
there's a way that anybody that comes up and says, "We'll give you this, we'll give you that." But even at the end of the day, there's a way that even if a Nigerian politician comes out today and
Okay.
says this, even though if the person is well-meaning, the person actually means what he's saying, there's a way that we doubt it, because there's a way that they've always been saying and nobody has been doing anything.
Okay.
So it's only when we see when their past deeds that we can really say, okay, this person is somebody that has been saying, and then at the end of the day, this person will do.
Okay.
You get me?
Yes, I get you. I got that. Okay, so something you said you don't really know, because anybody can actually use this as something against their counterparts. It's something that PDP can use against APC, that while you were in power, did you do this, did you do that? And it's something APC can pick up and say, when we come to power, we are going to make sure we focus on the Nigerian education system. I'm sure you must have seen articles tweet when he said, that's part of the 3 major things he was going to focus on, when he gets to power, when he becomes president of Nigeria. So quickly, and thank you so much, guys. I've really enjoyed this session so much. But then I just want you to say, in 1 minute, where do you see Nigerian higher education in future generally? Right now, there's no way we can stand, there's no way we'll stand among top, countries with the best education in the world. There's no way we are standing there. But where do you see the future of Nigerian higher education? Precious, please, can you go first?
Okay, I would say that it's actually a good laugh, but well, I would say if the right methods are put in place,
Okay.
that is, if the so-called leaders now give us the chance to actually be in power, like
Okay.
the youths are willing,
Okay.
and if those youths also get there,
Okay.
and then they are logical and sensible and know that, okay, this is what these youths are actually passing through, and
Okay.
we need to focus more on the educational sector. If these kind of things are put in place,
All
I
right.
believe that though it might be long,
Okay.
but there will be a significant change as to the higher education of this country.
All
But
right.
as it is, the current standing, if
Okay.
these things are not put in place, there is no way we are going to move. It is just going to be a stagnant point. You get me? Like, there's nothing at all.
Okay.
There's nothing at all that is going to change.
All right. Okay.
It's as if everything is at a standstill.
Okay.
But if these methods are actually put in place, like the new uprising people, youth, whatever, they come into power and they are not also coming with the thoughts to come and steal and kill
Okay.
the already damaged system, I
Okay.
I believe that things will get better.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Precious, for that. I think what you've just said is that, it's not something that will just happen overnight. It's something that will happen gradually. And you said something about we the youth. You said if we the youth that are given the right to rule, the people who are given the right to rule, it's something that the future of Nigerian education will be bright. It's something that the future of Nigerian education will be brighter than what we are facing right now. So, Damilare, do you have something to say about that? I mean, where do you see the future of higher education?
Well, to be precise, I see a very bright future. I mean, a future where everyone looks at the education system and looks at the whole system as something we can all actually rely on later in the future.
Okay.
Because apart from we looking at Nigerian school and students abroad all over the countries, I mean different countries, US, UK, you see that their representation is quite amazing.
Okay.
They have working achievements and fit their ones to count. So
Okay.
if those ones to actually get the right resources and proper treatment and then proper tutoring,
Okay.
then definitely we that are here and the rest of every other person here would surely, meet that benchmark and that standard.
Okay.
So if, as Precious has said earlier, if the right measures are taken, are being looked into and actually executed,
All
then
right.
there's a difference between looking at this as the solution and actually executing it as the proper way. So
Okay.
if this is being done,
Okay.
I foresee a good education system.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Damilare actually do foresee a good education system in Nigeria because he says that with the proper things being done, there is a bright future for Nigerian education. But he said something that actually drew my attention to the fact that everybody actually wants to go abroad to study. Everybody, ask anybody there, they tell you their next plan is to Japa. Ask anybody there, they tell you their next plan is to Japa. Ask anybody there, they tell you they are trying to process scholarship. Ask anybody there, they tell you they are trying to, pack out, move out, trying to use students' opportunity to, get to a particular country, Canada, UK, everywhere. They want to go out. They just want to leave Nigeria because the education system is really not something to look out for. Something, what do you have to say about that?
I think I would actually say, Bro Precious and Dara, they have done good justice to it. But one thing I would just say is this: I don't blame the people that have actually jacked by it. It's normal. It's it's cool. But one thing I would actually say is this: if we continue the way we are right now, we're going down the drain.
Okay.
But if the older ones and the younger ones, if they work together, and then there's a sync with the educational sector and the executive arm and the legislative arm of the country, then we are moving forward.
Okay.
That's just it.
Okay, thank you. You said, if I got you right, you said that for us to have a better education in Nigeria, the political structure of Nigeria has to work hand in hand. The legislature, the judiciary, every one of them has to work hand in hand together with the people, because the people can't just be working, or the government cannot just be working and the other party is not working. So I got what every one of you has to say. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. But I think I want to get your round-up opinions just in 1 minute each. What will you have to say about everything we've said since morning? Let's start with you, Damilare.
Well, so far on our discussion, I would like to say in short, as you said earlier, that currently a lot is going on
Okay.
with us in this country.
Yes.
We are going through a lot of things actually.
Okay.
But if we are to examine carefully, we can see like that there are a lot of structures that are not in right order.
Okay.
You see, education, when we talk about education is as what I'm talking about, let me use the word a sample, let me just sample that as a big. Because the child going out to school, you have to deal with his mental strength. You have to deal with psychology. Likewise, the parents. Getting to school, the child mind and psychology have to be inside. Likewise, the structure, I mean, the body that holds that controls
Okay. All right. So that Minare said that Rome wasn't built in a day. That means a lot has to be done in this country. We still have a long way to go in the as at the state of this country. That we have a lot to do. We have a lot has to be done. And he says that that's why the education system of Nigeria is suffering from it, because a child that has to go to school must be sound in state of mind, psychologically must be okay, mentally, and even medically must be okay. That's why the education system of Nigeria is suffering. And instead for us to, work towards that, the whole country at large, every sector of the country at large has to be put into consideration, and even education has to be put into consideration also. Thank you so much, Damari. Samson, do you have something to say?
I would. One time that I was talking, I got something. Something came to my mind.
Okay.
Right? So I think we should in Nigeria we should really not focus right now. We should not focus on competing, but rather we should focus on making our own educational sector better.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if you are getting the perspective I'm coming from.
I got you right.
We should just okay. These are the things that are not working here. How can we make them work? Let's make them work. Now, if we make them work, we have people coming from other countries. We even have Nigerians outside Nigeria, in the US, in the UK, that are doing well in the educational system. There. I think there was one woman that got elected as the president of a college of health or something in the US.
Okay.
If you have Nigerians come back home and we look at what is the problem here? Okay, we raise the bar here a little bit, raise the bar here a little bit, raise the bar. Then even before we know it, actually other countries will actually now start competing that Nigeria is like, you get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's just it.
Okay, thank you so much for
that. I'd also
that.
like to say thank you so much for inviting me, and thank you so much to the other people that have been on this call, and they've been wonderful. I've gained a lot from them.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. Precious, please, would you just, in 1 minute, just, say
the revenue that is being generated, resources we generate from different aspects of the economy, they should actually be adequately shared.
Okay. Sorry, Precious, please, can you reiterate a bit? Try to, repeat a bit from where you started from.
Okay. What Samson said about those people from abroad coming to Nigeria to share these innovations and the things they've been doing in other countries, and they've been doing well.
Okay.
I'm saying that to come to their own country and do it.
Okay.
The federal government should also put in place terms and also make resources available for them to actually have these innovations have a significant impact.
Okay. Yes, I do.
It should not be like they are just coming with these innovations, these bright ideas, and then it is just coming to lie flat. They don't have the capability or the capacity to run these things fast.
Okay.
And then in the areas of allocation of resources, this section or sector allocation or whatever formula they are using to allocate the resources should be rechecked. Yes, because revenue allocation formulas amended, but yet these things are still the same. So revenue allocation should actually be amended in some areas where, for example, the Niger Delta sector, they have like oil at their disposal, and yet it is not as developed as some areas. So areas like that is also where education is falling short. We have places that sectors are being put, they are allocating more resources to those sectors than sectors that are actually needed.
Okay.
So if there is more allocation for education and agri and other areas, that that if these revenues are allocated to them, they will work more for these things, and then they would serve as a betterment for other sectors.
Okay.
So that way, I feel the federal government should be more intentional about setting their minds right
I believe that together we can, raise a good Nigeria. Together we can build Nigeria. So from what you Precious said, he said that, you know, people coming from outside, bringing in something, you know, the federal government should prepare a sound atmosphere for them, where they will come and dump what they, drop what they have, gained over there, where they will come and drop it. There should be an atmosphere for them. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate what you have said so far. So good. And I'm so grateful that you guys joined me today on my live section. Even though there was a little bit of network issue, I really do apologize. I apologize about that. And I'm so grateful for you coming on today, for you turning up today. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. I'm grateful. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes. Very welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome. And it is privilege for you.
In the world we live today, education is as important as the day's meal. Education is as important as every day's meal. It's as important as every day's bread. So, give me your thoughts. What do you think should be done? Where do you think the future of Nigerian higher education is? What do you think should be done to the current struggle between ASU and the federal government? My name is Oluwatomise, and I really do appreciate you for joining in, for tuning in to my YouTube section. Please don't forget to subscribe, and please share. Subscribe, like, share, and tell me your comments. I will read everything. Tell me your thoughts. What do you think should be done about this current strike? Where do you see the future of higher education in Nigeria? Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate you. Till we meet again.